After the roller coaster of Pet Rescue, please join us after the break.
We're staging our very own late lunch version of Pet Shop Boy Rescue.
Yes, phone in and save Pet Shop Boy Neil Tennant from being on our show.
Call should cost no more than £500 a second. See you in 3.
Hello, I'm Louise from Newport in South Wales. On today's Late Lunch, Mel and Sue are joined by Pet Shop Boy Neil Tennant. Cue titles.
Triangle's Kate O'Mara.
And I am the London Marathon's Sir Jimmy Savile.
I'm pregnant.
And you're watching this, an hour of live rhino juggling. Ha!
April
Fool!
Fool!
Ah! Did you see the lie? Phone in if you did, although there is obviously an element of truth to Mel's pregnancy. Silence.
We're both very excited because on tonight's Late Lunch, our guest is the original Pet Shop Boy.
Yes, prepare to put your feet in the stirrups of light entertainment. Give it up for Neil Tennant!
Yeah! Good work, lads.
Thank you.
Good skills, good clapping skills. Lovely.
He the man.
Ladies, on the front row, simmer down.
Simmer, Neil is here, but keep it to yourselves.
Then why the long faces?
Because we were born that way, Mel, like that. The reason we're sad, however, is because we're mourning the death of a legend. Dan, please enhance the mood with your pianoforte. I said enhance the mood, Dan. Excellent. Today, our favourite neighbour popped her old clogs.
Not old Mavis Troughton, who lives in the basement.
No, you goof!
No.
No, I'm talking, obviously, about Ramsey Street's neighbour, because twice today, Helen Daniels, the most accident-prone lady in the whole wide world, finally had the biggest accident of all and went to the great Brisbane in the sky. Excuse me, that did not warrant applause, young lady. Helen accident-prone Daniels has did her dead.
Daniels with a very small face and the big hair. She died. And now there's only one decent thing we can do.
Absolutely, the woman deserves our respect, and so a moment's silence, please, for Helen Daniels. Now, don't overdo it, that's enough, OK?
Now, lads, whilst we were at our local DIY store this very morning, we picked up a couple of members of grunge band Soundgarden.
Remember that?
And half of indie favourites Shed 7.
We assembled them ourselves and we created a supergroup that would have pride of place in the midst of any self-respecting shrubbery. They are Steve, Matt, Dylan and Dan. Give it up, shake it about. It's Garden Shed! Our guest today has sold over 20. That's great that you've clasped my buttocks there. It was a beautiful thing. Much as I love it, we must get on with the show. Our guest today has sold over 24 million albums worldwide. He's clocked up 15 top 10 singles and won not one, not two, but three. I'm lying, actually. It is just two, but two nonetheless. Ivor Novello Awards.
He's the man who knows more big words than the Countdown caretaker.
Or even caretaker.
And...
Don't go on... With spelling skills like that, don't go on Countdown.
He isn't afraid to sing them.
He is so lovely, it's a sin.
What have we done to deserve him? It's Neil Tennant!
Yes!
You sit there, my love.
Lovely. is sexy, all but chill.
You have got lovely eyes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can I just say?
Can I stare at them for a while?
Would you like to?
Neil, one thing. Let's take a ride. Let's run with the dogs in suburbia tonight. What the blazes was that all
What the
about?
ninny is that about?
What's that all about?
God, it was a long time ago. I think it's because I'm scared of dogs.
So why would you want to take a ride with the dogs tonight if you're scared of them?
Well, we saw this film in the 80s called Suburbia. It was all about these punks charging through the Los Angeles suburbs and with, you know, pit bull terriers chasing them.
Oh, not nice.
Okay.
So it was about kind of paranoia in suburbia.
About dogs.
A major statement.
Yeah, okay. You just spent a wee. You just
A wee. You spent a wee
You
doing.
just spent a wee. You just spent a.
I've just had
another
a wee,
story.
yes. That was earlier, yeah.
You've just spent a year, rather,
Yes.
working on the album of Noel Coward songs. Why this album? What's it all about?
Well, the Red Hot AIDS Trust phoned me up and said they had permission to do an album of Noel Coward songs, rather like the one done about 5 years ago from Cole Porter.
Yeah,
Red Hot
I
and Blue.
remember. Yeah.
And I said, yeah, I really like Noel Coward songs. Can I be in charge of the album? And they said, of course.
Cool.
And so I spent 18 months persuading people to sing songs by Noel Coward.
I listened to it last night.
It rocks.
The Divine Comedy, I have to say.
When people think of rock, however, they don't automatically think Noel Coward, do
People
they?
don't. It's...
Why did you choose him? Why?
He's not very rock and roll.
No.
is he?
Well,
no.
my thesis is that Noel Coward was the first British pop star. When he came out in the 1920s, he was like Mick Jagger. He was a scandalous figure. His first play was a big success. The Vortex was all about sex and drugs. People thought it should be banned. People used to scream when he appeared in the streets. His image, you know, with the cigarette holder.
Quite outrageous in
And,
his own
and
time.
the dressing gown
Yeah.
was very, very outrageous and sort of gave the impression he was an incredibly decadent and sophisticated person, which behind the scenes he was really a very hard-working person who, like a modern pop star, sort of created this image. And he was such a famous playwright. I think people nowadays have forgotten that he was a major songwriter.
Absolutely.
And in the 20s, people used to write kind of songs which nowadays we regard as rather naff, but Noel Coward's songs have survived today because they were kind of jazz-influenced, R&B influenced.
Whereas the songs of Dollar have come and gone. Coward is enduring.
Yeah.
Dollar wasn't.
I think handheld and black and white may well survive.
You remember?
Survive.
Good egg.
Now, you never watch telly, do you? This is what I've
Not very
true?
often, not very often, no.
So does this mean nothing to you?
It's, I tell you, it's
Absolutely
It's
nothing.
Chewbacca from Star Wars.
It was Basil Brown.
I know. Have you not seen Murder, She Wrote?
No, I haven't.
Angela Lansbury. He hasn't seen Murder, She Wrote.
Have you not seen Big Cat Die, where lots of big animals roam around the plains of Africa?
No, I haven't.
Uh-oh.
I've seen... Chris Lowe was a very big fan of television in general and of the Teletubbies. And he phoned up one morning at 10 o'clock and said, turn on the telly now, because the Teletubbies are on right now.
They're top.
So I did watch it once.
They, the good thing is
And
you
it
get...
was, I thought it was sort of fascinating.
It is in a strangely childish way. It is, isn't it?
I considered buying their video the other day in Woolworths, happened to see it, but I thought no.
Don't do it. It rearranges your mind, Neil. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Now, you won't know then that decorating is now the new rock and roll. Changing
is.
Rooms is the third most popular programme on
Is
TV.
that so? I didn't know that.
So what we thought we'd do in a rather arrogant way again is we combine your famous top pop hit, Shopping,
Yes.
with a new fad for decorating. So here, ladies and gentlemen, is our result. It's decorating.